Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com with Raider Volleyball coming your way here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. We have the visiting 15-5 Alexandria Tigers taking on your 14-1 Wapahani Raiders. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And welcome to the Raiders Live pregame show presented by Kenshaw Properties, proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Wapahani, coming into tonight's ball game, again, has had a fairly busy week this week. This is their third game of the week. Started out the week on Monday night right here from Raider Gymnasium as they defeated Daleville in straight sets. And then last night, another big conference game against Monroe Central, was able to take care of business there, also with another sweep. And so now back-to-back nights, you come in here and you got a very, very tough Alexandria team in which both teams coming into the night ranked in the top 10 in Class 2A. Wapahani ranked at number 2, while Alexandria ranked at number 9, and both have had very, very good starts to their seasons. Now, the Tigers clearly have already played five more games than what Wapahani has, and so they've seen more competition, and they've had some very good games against some very good teams. And so this Alexandria team always seems to have a great team every year, great program that they continue to build every single season, and got to give them a lot of credit. The players buy into what the coaches are selling. And that's coming out here, playing hard, playing together, and finding ways to win. And not only that, but building some very skilled players along the way. And so this is going to be a tough ball game, really, for both sides. We've got to execute, first and foremost, from Wapahani's standpoint, with our ball control. Making sure that we do what we're supposed to do defensively. We've had some trouble in some games where it's been a little bit of a downfall for us at times, not all the time, but then I know this week has been really good for us. I thought really in every facet of the game, our defense, our hitting, we're keeping the ball inbounds and applying a lot of pressure to the defense of our opponent. And then our serving, I think, has been really good. Now, we did have a little hiccup a couple of times in last night's game from the service line, but really for the most part, that was only a couple times that's going to happen. But we was nearly right on the money again, and that's about how it is every single ball game for us. And so it's really nice to see us being able to have success in every facet of the game. Now we'll take a look here. We do have some pregame stats here this evening presented by Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership. Again, now Wapahani stats are not updated from last night's ball game. So these were stats that was going into last night's ball game. So they're a game behind. But you're not going to notice a ton of difference. Except in maybe a little bit of the hitting percentage and kills and assists and such. But the blocks, we did have some blocks last night, but nonetheless, the stats read as such. Alexandria, the 205 hitting percentage, Wapahani at 238, 570 assists compared to Wapahani's 492. And now, again, you got to remember that this is essentially 6 games more than what Wapahani has played, according to these stats. Alexandria's stats are updated. So, considering they've played 5 games more than us, follow that up with then the extra game that we don't have in there yet. These stats would look a whole lot different if we have played the same amount of teams already record-wise. Kills, Alexandria 626, 527 for Wapahani. Blocks here, the Tigers with 85, Wapahani 66. Serving aces, 145 for Alexandria compared to Wapahani's 135. And then 732 digs compared to the Raiders' 642. So just some stats I always like to kind of throw some out there just to give people the outlook upon things, upon how these two teams are matched up statistically. Now, you look at some of the players here, obviously for Wapahani, you got your heavy hitters, Summers, Cook, Wise, Cadence Brewer. Obviously, we're without Briley Felton for right now. Layla Lee's done a nice job when coming in here as well, playing a very valuable role. And but they're always right on the mark. You expect them to come out here and put a great game together, and that's what you normally get. But then also, when you look at Alexandria, they have some big-time heavy hitters of their own. One of those is Caitlin Bayer, 175 kills on the season. Then second, right behind her, is Taylor Steinfeld with 110. So just a little bit of a difference there. But two very, very valuable hitters here for Alexandria. You have Lauren Dungan with 79, also Olivia Hall with 74 kills. And then Kendall Parker, obviously the setter here, 463 assists coming into tonight. So again, they do have some ladies here that obviously serve the ball really well. One of those is Lauren Dungan. She has team high 21 aces. She is second on the team in aces at 21. Kendall Parker has 30 aces coming into the night. So we're going to have a great one no matter how you draw it up. It's going to be a great game here tonight from Raider Gymnasium, and we're happy that all of you can join us. So we'll step aside here for a break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Ken Shaw Properties. We'll be back here with tonight's national anthem and rosters, again, for the battle between the Class 2A number 9 Alexandria Tigers and your Class 2A number 2 Wapahani Raiders.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
Alrighty, folks, I apologize getting on here a little bit later. I'm the PA announcer out here at Wapahani. For those of you that are watching that don't know that, well, there you go. But got to take care of my PA announcing duties before I get back on here. But nonetheless, we'll take a look here at tonight's rosters. Start off here with Alexandria. Number 1, Caitlin Bayer. Number 2, Addison Warren. Number 3, Caden Jones. Number 4, Kendall Parker. Number 5, Taylor Steinfeld. Number 6, Katie Duckworth. Number 7, Lauren Dungan. Number 8, Aubrey McCann. Number 9, Kara Simison. Number 10, Ellie Klosser. Number 11, Olivia Hall. Number 12, Carly Remington. Number 13, Ashlyn Duckworth. And number 16, Alyssa Ryan. The Tigers coached by Caitlin Morency. I would take a look here at your Wapahani Raiders. As usual here, we'll have Emily Stewart, and then number 2, Reese Baker. Number 3, Madeline Rhodes. Number 4, Gracie Stanley. Number 5, Lauren Rich. Number 6, Ashton Zitgraff. Number 7, Chloe Cook. Number 8, McKenna Goodwin. Number 9, Mallory Summers. Number 10, Layla Lee. Number 11, Macy Bowden. Number 12, Cameron Wise. Number 13, Lauren Luce. And number 16, Cadence Brewer. And your Raiders coached by Katie Weir, assisted by Paige Williamson, Lindy Davis, Madison Mangus, and Caitlin Riddle. So I hope all of you got all that. Hopefully everyone heard me. Then we got the pep band here tonight, and what a treat to have them here with us from Raider Gymnasium as tonight's game officially underway. Dug out there from Remington. Picked up in the air. We got Bowden. Set on the Summers again using the left hand, and that one's going to fall in. Beautifully placed ball. Great opportunity there for the Raiders as they will take a quick 1-0 lead. We got Cameron Wise in here. Again, Reese Baker back to serve. Handled by Remington. Now set up here by Parker. And Bayer will hit that one in the net. Again, the starting rotation here overall for Wapahani, we have Baker, Stanley, Bowden, Summers, Wise, and Lee. Again, Layla playing in the role that's usually held on to by Briley Felton. As number 11, Olivia Hall, will knock that one home for the first point of the evening here for the Tigers. Again, Hall coming into tonight's ball game with 74 kills. That's good for 4th on the team. But again, no Felton here tonight. We wish her well. Hopefully she'll be able to be back here hopefully in time for the start of county tournament week next week. As Bayer will hit that one in the net now. 3-1 Wapahani. We'll see Ashton Zitgraff now in for Layla Lee, and Zitgraff will be back to serve. A short serve there from Zitgraff. On the attack is Hall. Baker with the dig. Bowden sets it on the Summers. Remington now digs it out. Now that was Parker trying to find that back corner, but Baker, as usual, doing her thing back there. Bayer back at it again. Another dig from Baker. Summers bringing it. Remington digs it. And again we go around. And Wise put the stamp on things with point number 4. Again, a big game here tonight. These two teams, as I mentioned earlier, and if you guys didn't already know this, both teams ranked in the top 10 in Class 2A. Wapahani ranked number 2, and Alexandria ranked number 9. Of course, the Raiders have already knocked off, I believe, one ranked opponent this season. That was Hagerstown about a couple weeks ago. So this will be another big game here tonight, and this Alexandria team is a tough force to reckon with. And Summers will hit that one just out of bounds on the left side. And so we'll have number 5, Taylor Steinfeld, as well as number 6, Katie Duckworth. Now in for Alexandria, number 11, Olivia Hall back to serve. And that's going to sail out of bounds. So some crucial errors early here for Alexandria. The big one there is Remington reacclimates herself to the rotation. We'll have Cook also in here now for the first time tonight. And Summers back to serve. Handled by Dungan now. Steinfeld on the attack. Cook. Bowden. Back to Cook again. Yes, ma'am. Just what the doctor ordered right there, folks. Now 7-2 after the kill from Cook. Again, we didn't update the stats from last night's game, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But coming into the night last night, Wapahani was led by really a two-headed monster, really even more than that. If you consider Wise and all the rest of these young ladies in it, as Wise will collect a kill there. But you look at Cook here on the season coming into last night's game, 147 kills. Mallory Summers 140. Cameron Wise 115. Then you throw in Felton. She was at 67. Lee at 5, but she's played some very valuable roles at times there as well. And then Cadence Brewer 38 kills, also 21 blocks. That middle is goodness. We got a heck of a 1-2 punch there with Wise and Brewer. So number 8, Aubrey McKeon was back there to serve just a moment ago. Cross body there and worked out well as Cameron Wise collects on a kill there to run that lead back to 6. We got Cadence Brewer returning for the Raider rotation. Cameron Wise back to serve. Handled by Steinfeld. And Dungan will just get it over. Zitgraff digs it out, set to Cook. And again off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. That was off of Duckworth. So a kill again for Cook. 10-3 Wapahani. Great start here for the Raiders. Oh, just out of bounds there for Wise. I mean, you're talking maybe an inch. And that's one thing, really, Wapahani's been a very good team, when it comes to our serving. Yeah, you're going to have some errors at times, no question about it, but being able to, to begin things there as Brewer knocks one home there for a kill. Now 11-4 with Lee back in here, but being able to apply the pressure off the serve is so important, so crucial for every team. And when you can start that off right from the get-go from the serve, and then keep applying that pressure throughout with multiple things, as Cook again puts a stomping on things there. Now 12-4. We have multiple avenues that we can go to in our game that are in tip-top shape. Again, the main thing is just having that consistency and having that same kind of style of play, the same enthusiasm, intensity, focus every single ball game throughout the entirety of it. So we'll have number 12, Carly Remington, back there to serve. Handled there by Baker. Bowden cross set there to Cook. Mishandled there, but hey, the Tigers will get it back over. Great job of being able to get to that one was Hall just a moment ago, but then we have Cadence Brewer once again. Young lady in the middle doing her thing, tips it right back down after a bad pass from the Tigers. So now Gracie Stanley back into the fold here for the Raiders, and she'll now be back to serve. That was McCann, and that's going to be an ace after some miscommunication there on behalf of Alexandria, and that will force the Tigers to take a timeout. Again, with Wapahani ahead here, 14-5 here in set number 1. We'll step aside here for a break. Again, this will be our Jones Auto Body Game Break live here on the WHS Network. righty, welcome back here, folks. Again, the Jones Auto Body game break. Again, Wapahani 14, Alexandria 5. We're in the opening set of tonight's matchup. Again, some more sponsors we'd like to thank here this evening. Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin and located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body, one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which have been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions, make sure to give them a call at 765-284-2593. And that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. So back out of timeout here again with the Raiders ahead here by 9. Great start here for the Raiders, and hopefully we can keep it going and really getting after it there. Summers again bringing the hammer and the heavy swing. Very nice set there from Bowden. I think in a lot of ways, I think the setter is very, I think in some ways overlooked because at the end of the day, the setter's essentially what makes the hitter look good. You know, you have to have a good set to for the hitter to do something with, right along with, you know, a good pass from whoever is back there defensively making that dig and passing it to the setter there. So it all, you know, correlates together, and it's nice to see them come out here right out of the gate and really have a nice game so far. Baker sets him back to Summers again. Remington with the dig. Tipped over. That was number 7. Dungan on the attack. Back to Summers again. And Bayer will get it blocked. Let the block party begin by Cadence Brewer. So Stanley still back to serve. Oh, goodness, that's unfortunate there. So Stanley will serve that one out of bounds, and now Caitlin Bayer will return to the Tigers' rotation now with number 7, Lauren Dungan back to serve. And into the net. Service error there for the Tigers. So now Wise in for Wapahani. Reese Baker back to serve. That was handled momentarily there by Warren, and that's blocked again this time. I think that was Lee with the block. Big time right there from Layla. Been playing a very important role. It's great to have, you know, her be able to come in and fulfill that role when, you know, when you can count on other players. We're going to have a 2-hit call here on Alexandria, but it's so important to have bench players. And, you know, Lee would come in from time to time. You know, it's not like she never played, because she did, but it's nice to have a young lady be able to come in here, still fulfill a role when called upon, and to know that, you know, she's going to be able to handle the role and handle the job and be able to execute and help the team is so important. You can run down the whole entire roster and be able to count on any of these young ladies. So another timeout by Alexandria, and this time we'll go ahead and stick right here with you again for the Jones Auto Body game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to thank here this evening. Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903. Make sure to visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. Again, their hours, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So again, a big thanks to Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. Again, folks, we're going to be back at it again on Saturday. Make sure to join us Saturday morning, as we'll be traveling about 10-15 minutes to Muncie Central High School for the Muncie Central Invitational. Saturday morning, I believe it's supposed to start at 9 a.m. At least that's what we was told. So hopefully that's correct. But a little bit different style, or different, schedule of the Invitational this year. It's going to be Wapahani, Muncie Central, and then Richmond and East Central that will be in the tournament this year. Usually, I think it's pretty close to right around 8 to 10 team invitational every year. We used to have it at the field house back before some damage happened there back about 3 or 4 years ago from the tornado that hit. But we haven't been in there since. Missed going back to the field house, but hopefully one day we'll get back in there again. Since then they've renovated that, and it looks absolutely wonderful inside from what I've heard. So Bowden will set it up on a silver platter there to Cameron Wise. Great placement there from Cameron, finding an open hole in the Tigers defense. Now 23-7. We have Ashton Zitgraff back in here for Layla Lee, and Zitgraff back to serve. Tell you what, this is another young lady that's really came in and filled a role in the absence of Emily Stewart. And man, I tell you what, she's really done a great job here for the Raiders. Staying very poised, coming out here and attacking each game the way she should, and defensively been very solid here for Wapahani. So again, kudos there to Ashton Zitgraff. And Hall with a missile out of bounds. And the Raiders now at set point here, 24-8. And you can see the frustration here on the faces of the Tigers, which understandably. But again, to show that on your face, that's not exactly the greatest idea, because you don't want to see the opponent. You don't want to be able to react, as far as from the look on your face. Your opponent's going to feed off of that. You can tell that they're frustrated, and the Raiders have taken advantage. Bayer will get it over. That's going to be off of Zitgraff. And then Baker, then the hustle shown also by Summers. So nothing there, as number 8, Aubrey McCann, will now return to action for Alexandria and be back to serve. Summers, Bowden, Cook, the heavy swing, and a kill to end it here in set number 1, 25-9, as the Raiders was in control wire to wire there in set number 1. Great way to begin the ball game here. I definitely expected us to come out ready to play. I was a little surprised with the Tigers, but again, that just means Wapahani did every facet correctly here. Communication, defense, offense, the hitting's been spectacular, serving's been good. So a big first set win here for the Raiders, 25-9. We'll step aside and we'll be back with more second set action coming up live on the WHS Network. folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. And as we get prepared here for the second set from Raider Gymnasium, Wapahani with a opening set win, 25-9. And hopefully we can expect much of the same here in set number 2, at least here from the Wapahani Raiders. Again, just played fantastic. Like I said, in every facet of the ball game, we did exactly what you should do and what you're supposed to do. And hopefully second set will be even better here for us. Cameron Wise bringing it. Finding, again, some open real estate there on the Tigers' defensive side of the floor. 1-0 here now. Reese Baker back to serve. Bad pass there is Layla Lee. Will make the Tigers pay for that one now. 2-0 Wapahani. Handled there by Steinfeld. Bayer on the attack, and that will fall in there just in front of the outstretched hands of Reese Baker. So now the Tigers will have number 4, Kendall Parker, back to serve. And another one served out of bounds. That's been another Achilles heel here for the Tigers throughout the evening here. When the opportunity presented itself, they got a point, and some of their service errors have really killed them. Shot themselves in the foot, and not only yes get the ball over the net, but you got to keep it in bounds, and just to keep the defense honest. To be honest with just to be brutally frank, you got to make the defense play. And that's exactly what the Raiders will do right there. Macy Bowden will come up with that one as a lift will be called here on the Tigers. Now 4-1 Raiders. Just seem to be playing with a lot more enthusiasm. And that was, ever since the start of the ball game here this evening. We tend to, lose focus at times, but it hasn't seemed like that here this evening. Once we had them down, we kept them down, but a great job there by the Tigers. Didn't pick up who that was that was able to drop that in just in front of the back line. Still either way, a big point there for Alexandria. Number 13, Ashlyn Duckworth now in. Number 9, Sinnison was back there to serve just a moment ago. Summers off the palm there. Now Bayer on the attack, deflected up in the air off of Wise. Bowden back to Wise again, and that one will be out of bounds. And that's one thing we really didn't do much of there in that first set, and that was hit out of bounds. Our hitting percentage was through the roof in set number 1. Again, just keeping the balls in play on the attack, and as I said before, making the defense make plays. Great layout there. Look at that. Baker and then Stanley back to back. Deflection up in the air. There's Zitgraf, Bowden, Wise. Little mistiming there, but still worked out. Summers now blocked. Back to Mallory again. Look at that, changing it up that time. Oh, yes. The tip from Mallory Summers. Yes. That's 5-3 Wapahani. Yeah, Chloe Cook returning to the Raider rotation. And Mallory Summers back to serve. Beautiful job there by both sides, really, on that point. As Bayer will collect on the kill now to make it 5-4. Now number 8, Aubrey McCann, will return to action for Alexandria and will be back to serve. Ultimately here, if you're Alexandria, you're thinking, gosh, much better start here for them here in this second set, as number 5, Taylor Steinfeld, records the block. Again, coming into the night, Steinfeld had 22 blocks, which was tied for second on the team with Ashlyn Duckworth. And Wise again splitting the back row defenders there in Parker and Remington. So Wise knocked it home there for the kill, and Cameron will be back to serve. Also Cadence Brewer returning here for Wapahani. Handled there by McCann. And Duckworth will get it rejected by Brewer. And again, some miscommunication that time between Wise and Summers. Wise let it go. Summers thought she was going to take it. And the next thing you know, we're scored up at 6. So Taylor Steinfeld back to serve. Handled by Summers. Bowden to Cook. And the winning recipe for success there. Summers, Bowden, Cook. 7-6 Wapahani. Layla Lee back into the fold here for the Raiders. And Macy Bowden back to serve. Handled by Steinfeld. Parker now sets it on there to Dungan. Cook on the prowl again. Kept alive. Beautifully done there by Dungan. And now Brewer put a lot of force behind it. Just unfortunately didn't get that snap of the wrist to keep it in play. So Olivia Hall in for Alexandria, and now a timeout by the Tigers. Tied here at 7 in the second set here from Raider Gymnasium. Again, we'll stick right here with you for the Jones Auto Body game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to thank here this evening. Kinshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kinshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Muncie area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that is KENSHA properties.com. And you can reach them by calling 765-356-1340. So again, a big thanks there to Kinshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So again, we're all even at 7 here in the second set. Again, if you are just now joining us, Wapahani took set number 1, 25-9. So again, they're making the substitution official there. That was Olivia Hall returning there for the Tigers. And now number 12, Carly Remington back to serve. Let's see if the Raiders can get it going here. And still playing pretty good ball game here. The Tigers have definitely turned it up a notch. And Bayer, or pardon me, that was Hall that laid out for that one. Looked like she was, might have been hurt there initially, but got back up and seemed to be okay. So 8-7 now. We have Gracie Stanley now back in the ball game and back to serve. And that was mishandled. Remington right there on top of it, though. Sent deep there from McCann, and then Brewer back at it again. So a kill for Brewer, and will now give the Raiders a 2-point lead at 9:07. Tell you what, they had some finesse put onto that one there from Stanley. And another kill here. Brewer having a fantastic game here so far. Handled by McCann. Now Parker sets it on. Back set really there to Dungan just a moment ago. Bowden lays out for another one. Now Baker on the Summers. Oh, goodness. Another heavy swing from Mallory Summers. Mishandled by Steinfeld, and that's going to be an ace for Gracie Stanley. So now some passing issues from the Tigers starting to hamper him here within the last few points. So Wapahani has rattled off 5 consecutive following that timeout by Alexandria. Hall gets it over. Baker free ball. Here we go. Set to Summers. And there's no deflection, so out of bounds off the hit from Mallory. 12-8 now, number 1. Caitlin Bayer back in. And now number 7, Lauren Dungan serving. And that's another one sailing out of bounds. So just when the Tigers think, hey, we're going to get something going here, soon dwindles down to nothing. And you have, it's a big momentum killer, really, because you're trying to get things going. And when you have any kind of error, especially a serving error, that just, I don't care what anybody says, that's really a big letdown. So the hit was deflected out of bounds there off of Wapahani. Number 4, Kendall Parker back there to serve. Bowden sets it on to the left side to Bowden, and that again was blocked, this time by Olivia Hall. And nobody back there to recover. So definitely leaves that back row exposed off of that block. And again, another serving error here for the Tigers. So Ashton Zitgraff will return to action for Lee. And she'll be back to serve with a 4-point lead here for Wapahani. Dungan, Parker sets it on the Steinfeld. Miss hit in the net. As the Raiders look to expand this lead a little bit further. Again, really neither team has really gotten out to a very big lead at all here in this second set. It's been very close throughout. Wise, great execution right there and recognition of where they was at defensively. Again, this game is played so fast. I mean, it is unreal. I don't think people realize, and even, when you're here, it's hard to really grasp how quick of a game this is. I mean, you've got to be, physically quick and then quick-minded. You've got to make the right decision at all times. Everything's crucial. That was blocked there by Summers, and Tigers will get it back over. But this is not a very easy sport whatsoever. Probably one of the tougher sports you're gonna really ever play. Just from, you've got to be fast at all times. Summers again places another kill on the floor, and it's 17-10. Another timeout taken here by Alexandria, and we will take a timeout here with them. Again, this will be our Jones Auto Body game break. Wapahani 17, Alexandria 10. Second set action from Raider Gymnasium.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, welcome back here, folks, again to the Jones Auto Body game break. Again, some more sponsors we'd like to thank this evening. Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC. She's located at 3915 Willie Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. Contact them at 765-288-1560, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So again, special thanks there to Kara J. Wolf at DDSPC. So back out of timeout. Again, that was Zickgraf serving just a moment ago. Again, another costly pass there for Alexandria was a plus there for Wapahani. Well executed ball again by Cameron Wise. As the kills continue here, the Raiders continuing to push ahead here, expanding the lead now out to 8. Tipped over there, Summers, Bowden right back to her. Again, it's all about reading the defense as well. So much of it is about reading the defenses, and look at that, just another opportunity. There's Wise again, and Wapahani's got to get called with the net violation. Tough break there for Wapahani, but I'm sure the Tigers definitely wanting that point there, especially considering where they are on the scoreboard here. Still a little ways to go, though, so anything can happen. That was Simpson back there to serve just a moment ago. And Summers riding the fine line there on the left side. 19-11, Chloe Cook returning to the rotation for Wapahani. Also, Ashlyn Duckworth in here for Alexandria. Summers back to serve. Dungan there receiving it. Set on to Bayer. Deflected up in the air off of Wise. Bowden now sets it to the middle and blocked. I think that might have been Duckworth on the block. So 19-12, number 8, Aubrey McCann returning to the rotation and back there to serve. And that's going to be shanked off there to the left side off the arms of Summers. That's something you don't see very often, especially from her. So an ace for McCann. And Summers again. The bad pass there. Overshot things, and Dungan knocks her home. 19-14, back to a 5-point lead. Here's the Tigers trying to build a little bit of momentum. That looked to have been heading out of bounds there. Cook will get it over, and another block by Duckworth. So it's leaving us exposed there defensively as Wapahani will take a timeout. 19-15. And again, we'll stick right here with you during our Jones Auto Body game break. Some more sponsors we'd like to thank here tonight. East Jackson Auto Sales, located at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. Owner Alan Clark and his family-ran dealership have been going strong since 1977. And they're known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles. That will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle that you can rely on. For more information, check them out on Facebook and contact them at 765-284-3472. Also, a big thanks to FC Tucker, Muncie Rivers, Ted Cook, and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we got the job done. So again, call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 765-748-1316. Been very, very appreciative of all of our sponsors. Can't say thank you enough. So off of the hand of Bowden and out of bounds. So after the Raiders had, I believe it was about an 8 or 9 point lead. I think it was 19-11 if I remember correctly. Since then, it's been all Tigers. And now a 4-hit call. Not sure if I necessarily agree with that, but hey, that's what the referees say, seen right there, and that's what you got to go with. So again, we still have Aubrey McCann back to serve. There's Summers, Bowden to Wise, the left hand. Dungan now. Steinfeld will get it over. Look at Summers again with the left arm. Cook on the attack. Great job there. Looks like we're going to have a... was over the line. She was over the line, so the Raiders, either way, was going to get the point right there. Now 20-17. And that's going to be inbounds right along the sideline over there. A well-placed ball by, I think that might have been Dungan. So Steinfeld back to serve. And another momentum killer there for the Tigers. So let's see if Wapahani can use this to their advantage here. Kind of jumpstart them a little bit more here. Things have kind of fallen off here for Wapahani. But we can pick up right where we left off. Look at the hustle there by Bowden. Baker unable to get there. But still great hustle by both young ladies. Just unfortunately nothing will come of it there. So Olivia Hall will return here for Alexandria. And number 12, Carly Remington now serving. Baker, Bowden, and Cook will get it over. Sent deep and out of bounds. And another timeout taken by Wapahani, and this time we will take a timeout with them. 21-20, Wapahani here in the second set. We'll step aside and we'll be back right after the timeout. Folks, welcome back again following the timeout from Wapahani. I believe both teams have now used both of their timeouts, and indeed they have, so neither team with a timeout left. We got a close one here in set number 2, and I think this is a little bit more of, in some ways, what we expected. I'm glad that we had the first set that we did. But Wapahani, again, we've kind of fell on a little bit more hard times here in the second set. But Brewer was able to come up with a big point there. As we'll see Gracie Stanley return for Chloe Cook. And Gracie will now be back to serve again with Wapahani ahead 22-20. Late here in set number 2 of the evening. Parker with a bad pass right there. Very costly. Sent over the net and out of bounds. Great recognition there by Summers as well. Realizing that was heading out of bounds and didn't go ahead and take the ball and potentially give Alexandria an opportunity. Dungan gets it over. Couple deflections. Summers on the attack there. Remington with a great dig right there, laying out for it. And that is a kill for Dungan off the hands of Layla Lee. And again now the heavy hitter, Caitlin Bayer, back in for the Tigers. Lauren Dungan back to serve. Baker, Bowden, Brewer. Didn't finish right there very good. So back to a 1-point lead. Baker that time. Bowden now set on the Summers. And the Raiders will come up with another one now. A lift ball on Alexandria. So here we are at set point. Wise back in for Wapahani. Reese Baker back to serve. Doug there from Steinfeld. Bayer on the attack. Again, just a small gap in between Wise and Lee right there, getting off the side of the hand, I believe, there of Wise. So here we are again. Bowden, Baker now. That looked like some confusion there by Wapahani. I think Bowden might have thought that was going to be the fourth hit, but that was not. But either way, we're tied out 24. Summers, Bowden back to Summers again, using the left hand. Steinfeld on the attack. And now the Tigers have taken the lead. So now this will be set point for Alexandria. I think Wapahani's lost a little focus here. Summers, Bowden, Wise, there's Bayer. Parker now to Steinfeld. Baker gets there, Bowden set it on to Lee and out of bounds. And Alexandria takes the second set. My goodness. The Raiders really fell apart there at the end. I mean, was really in the driver's seat. So a tough loss there for Wapahani, but fantastic there for Alexandria on their behalf, because things were looking kind of bleak there for a while, especially considering I think the Raiders had a 19-11 lead, and that's what I was saying. They was in the driver's seat and lost complete control. And that's where focus, I think, in times like those, you've got to really stay locked in. Because different instances like this happen, you've got to know how to control it. So tough second set loss there for Wapahani. Hopefully we can get back on track here in the third set. So we'll step aside, again tied at one set apiece now from Raider Gymnasium. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, live here on the WHS Network. I'm Brandon Morvillius, and alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy with set number 3 upcoming. And what was a very frustrating second set loss here for Wapahani. And again, hopefully, they can get back on track, not only, just the game itself, but then mentally, because that was very, in some ways, demoralizing if you really look at it. You was up 19-11 We just did not finish at all. Just kind of fell apart there towards the end. And again, I think just lost focus. You know, we had, I wouldn't necessarily say we had it in the bag by any means, because this is a tough team here. You know, so nothing is ever clear cut and without a doubt, you know, going to be easy. Nothing like that's ever going to happen. But, you know, we was definitely in the driver's seat, and just kind of went off the rails there a little bit. So the Tigers will start off with a 1-0 lead to open up set number 3. And again, number 7, Lauren Dungan, back to serve here for Alexandria. And that's going to sail out of bounds. So we're now tied at 1. Wise in for Brewer. Baker now back to serve. Then we have Baker, Stanley, Bowden, Summers, Wise, and Lee for set number 3. Handled by Remington. Set to Baker. Baker with the dig. Bowden sets it to the left side. Summers on the attack. And finds some open real estate. 2-1 Wapahani. Again, we sure do appreciate everyone joining us here tonight, whether you're for Wapahani or Alexandria. We sure do appreciate everyone watching us and supporting not only the your Wapahani Raider volleyball team, but I don't know how in the world that wasn't 4 hits. There's point there either way for Wapahani, but you know, just to be able to support you know, high school athletics and student athletes, it's so important, I know, to us to come out here and broadcast all these games. Been doing it now for 10 years, and just to be able to do this and to bring recognition to all these wonderful ladies and young men as well, you know, throughout the year. Every single year is really a true treat. So we sure do hope everyone enjoys it. So 4-1 now, Wapahani. Baker back to serve. Nice diving action there from Baker. Dug out, Baker to Bowden. Summers again at it. Just what the doctor orders right there, folks. 5-1 Wapahani. This handled there by Steinfeld, but luckily Parker was right there on the receiving end of that pass. And Summers again hammers one down. So this is a lot more like it. You can kind of tell a little bit now, just even with the look on their face, you know, each one of these players here for Wapahani. Walk back in, stand focused. You know, much the same here from Alexandria as well. You know, you could tell there in the first set, you know, after suffering just a tough loss to open up the ball game, you could tell there was frustration on their face. But a lot of credit there to the Tigers. They got at it there in set number 2, you know, and then found themselves down, you know, decently, you know, pretty late in the set, and fought and clawed their way right back into it and ended up taking the set. So, again, a lot of respect there for them. The Summers again nails another one home off of the arms and out of bounds of Carly Remington. Ashton Zickgraf now in the ball game for Wapahani and back to serve. Steinfeld there receiving that serve there. Parker with some hustle. Free ball for Wapahani. Wise, yes ma'am. Another kill for Cameron. Got to keep it rolling. And Zickgraf will serve that one out of bounds. So 8-3 now, number 9, Kara Simpson back to serve. Is coming into the ball game here for Alexandria. Zigraff, Bowden, Wise. And the Raiders will come up with it there after not much of a loft coming off of the pass. Worked out well there for Wapahani. Now 9-3. We have Chloe Cook back into the fold here for the Raiders, and Mallory Summers back to serve. Handled by Bayer. Parker right back to her. Heavy hitter there for Alexandria. Comes up with point number 4 for the Tigers in set 3 of the evening. We'll have number 8, Aubrey McCann, returning to action for Alexandria, and we'll be back to serve. Summers, Bowden, Wise, yes. Again, the recipe for disaster for any defense right there, especially on that point. Got Cadence Brewer returning here for Wapahani. Cameron Wise back there to serve. And Dungan, again, didn't put a whole lot on it, but sometimes you don't have to. Right off the palm of her hand. Soft touch over the net and down in bounds. Again, the defense on their heels. And Cook missed it there as that one sails out of bounds. I'd like to see her have a little bit more impact here in this third set like she did in set number 1. And Brewer continuing a nice game here for herself. And, you know, I say it so often, the depth of this team from a hitting standpoint. You don't find it too often. I mean, when you have an assortment of hitters you can go to at any given time throughout the ball game and be able to contribute greatly. So 12-6 now, Cook with the kill that time around. And not only that, but you have a setter here that loves to spread the ball around, and I think the players definitely appreciate that without question. But not only that, but it changes things up. It gives teams a different look. You're not seeing the same ones over and over again, and the Raiders aren't doing the same things over and over again. You got to keep the opponent off balance. And so Brewer with another kill. Timeout now by Alexandria. 13-6. Wapahani again in control here in set number 3. Let's hope we can remain in control as we'll step aside here for a quick timeout. Again, Wapahani 13, Alexandria 6, live on the WHS Network. Welcome back following the timeout. Again, live here on the WHS Network. I'm Brandon Morvillas, and alongside with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, it's Wapahani taking on Alexandria tonight. Again, the Alexandria Tigers ranked number 9 in Class 2A. Wapahani ranked number 2 in Class 2A. And Bowden will serve that one out of bounds. Now 14-7 here is number 11, Olivia Hall, will return for the Tigers. And number 12, Carly Remington, back to serve. Baker there receiving the serve set on the Cook. Again, just a soft touch over the net there. Now Summers sets it to Cook again, this time bringing a heavy swing. Dungan now at it, off the head of Brewer. Worked out well there for Alexandria. The quick set to Brewer. That's a really solid job there by Parker, just to dig that out of the net. Dungan at it. That's going to be blocked by Brewer and Lee. Oh, here we go. The build-up set to Cook. Oh, yes! And out of bounds. That looked into me, to be quite honest with you. And I'm not trying to, I guess be funny about anything, but that looked into me. But then again, I'm all the way on the other side of the court, so unless line judge seen it differently than what I did. So again, Remington back to serve still. 3 consecutive points put together here by the Tigers. Handled by Summers. Bowden, a quick set to Brewer. Again, a little long, and we'll have a timeout now by Wapahani. So 14-11. And we'll stick right here during the break. And again, we'd like to thank some more sponsors here this evening. Big thanks to the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, President Richard Morris, and the Liberty Perry Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also to purchase an engraved brick for the Alumni Brick Walkway out here located in front of Wapahani High School. You can simply fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. And for any other questions you may have, just contact Richard Morris on Facebook. So a big thanks there into the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So again, 14-11, Wapahani here in set number 3. We have another tight one here. It's 4 points rattled off consecutively here by Alexandria. So we'll see if the Raiders can get that coming to a screeching halt. And doesn't look like that was going to be the case after, again, the serve reception. Not on cue there with everything that's been going on. Again, played pretty solid ball for the most part here this evening. You're going to have mistakes here at times, but got to limit it as much as possible. And again, you've got to be able to, I guess, pick up on that. You have Dungan come up there quickly and then just kind of pulls up off the shot instead of going, with a big swing, lightens things up a little bit with soft touch over the net. Summers to Bowden, now to Brewer. Steinfield's there. Dungan back on the attack. Baker now. Bowden will just tip it over the net. Cook with the handling there. Set back to her. And again, we got some ladies there that just caught off guard seemingly. And Wapahani will take another timeout, and we will take a timeout with them. Tied at 14 here in set number 3. We'll step aside and we'll be back with more right after this timeout. So coming back out of the timeout here again, we're tied at 14 after a 7-0 run from Alexandria. Might have been even an 8-0 run. I can't remember. But either way, we're all squared up here in set number 3. Bowden sets it on the lead. There was Steinfeld, back to Dungan. Baker with the dig. And Cook nearly had one fall in, but that was a great job there by Dungan. But then Lee on the receiving end of that tips it right back across. So a big point there for Wapahani to get that run to finally come to an end. But a solid job there from the Tigers. Doing what they did, got themselves once again right back into it. So again, Dungan reading the defense. And now tied at 15, number 1, Bayer back in and Dungan back to serve. Baker, Bowden, Brewer. Dungan there with a fine dig, and getting over there was just a chore. Solid job there, and Summers will get the ball. Okay, they're saying that there was a deflection. The ball went out of bounds, but the referee said that it was deflected. So we'll take it. That's for sure. Get to the top of the net there from Reese Baker. Bayer on the attack, deflected up in the air, and just slow it down. Set to Wise. And that's going to be blocked. Wise collecting another block there to put the Raiders up by 2. Dungan with a set to Bayer and just over the hands of Bowden. And Baker can't get to that back corner in time. So Bayer with a kill. Parker back to serve, 17-6. Another close one and nerve-wracking as it goes along there. Wise is big time there, but Remington dug it out. And again, Lee being at the right place at the right time. Again, quietly having a really nice game here for herself. Great to see Layla come out here and have a great ball game once again here this evening. Ashton Zitgraff back to serve. Parker sets it on the hall. Blocked again. And the block party continues here for Wapahani. Again held by Cameron Wise. You've got to keep the foot on the gas. Got to ride the momentum. Parker on the Bayer, blocked again by Wise. And that was deflected off of Zitgraff, and then Baker nearly wore that one. Just enough to get her hands up, and nothing to show for it following that. So now number 9, Kara Simpson, will return for the Tigers and will now be back to serve. Stanley, Bowden, Wise, too long. So Summers comes away with a big point there for your Raiders. No doubt about that one. 20-18 now. We have Cook back in, returning for the Raiders, and Mallory Summers serving. Bayer will get there, punched over. Set by Baker on the Cook, and will barely get it over. Very close set to the net. And a block again for Cameron Wise. So the Tigers getting a free invitation here from Cameron tonight. Blocks here, blocks there, blocks everywhere. 21-18. Wapahani here in set number 3. And again, we'll stick right here with you during the brief timeout. Again, we're going to be back at it on Saturday, folks. Made the announcement earlier. But again, Saturday morning from Muncie Central High School. We'll be broadcasting the Muncie Central Invitational here for your Wapahani Raiders. Again, supposed to be a start time of 9 a.m. It'll be Wapahani, Muncie Central, Richmond, and East Central. That's in that invitational. So again, we hope to be live on Saturday morning. Not sure if we will or not. They said they do have Wi-Fi there, so once we get there, we'll get everything all straightened out, and we'll see if, because, most of the time these Wi-Fi connections also come with security, passwords and everything like that, so you have to get through all the security to be able to stream games live. So we'll have to wait and see again once we get there on Saturday morning, and we'll make sure to post that information once we find out. When we get there, we'll post it on our Twitter and Facebook pages. Again, if you haven't followed us on Twitter or liked us on Facebook, make sure to do so. It's at WHS Network. So again, a bad pass this time by Mallory Summers. Just over the top of the net, and Dungan was able to execute on it now, 21-20. Great ball right there from Wise. Again, seeing those blockers coming up quickly there on that right side. Changed direction and hit it on the left side of the court wide open. You got Cadence Brewer also back in here, and a big ace for Cameron Wise and your Raiders. Goodness gracious, a very big point right there now, 23-20. And now another ace. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the wrong time to fall apart here, especially off the serve if you're Alexandria. So here we are, set point again for Wapahani. And, wow, quite surprising. 3 consecutive aces to end the third set. And just like that, the Wapahani Raiders take a 2-set-to-1 lead now, 25-9, 26-24 for Alexandria there in the second set. And the Raiders answer right back with a 25-20 third set victory again to take a 2-set-to-1 lead. We'll step aside here, folks, on the WHS Network. Again, we'll be back here with your 4th set of action live on the WHS Network. All righty, folks, welcome back live again here on the WHS Network from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. It's Wapahani and Alexandria again getting together here tonight. If you're just now joining us, Wapahani here with a 2-1 lead. Raiders took set number 1, 25-9. Alexandria came right back with a 26-24 second set victory after the Raiders essentially gave that one away there at the end. But then Wapahani again thankfully responded back with a big third set win. So again, back in the driver's seat, but we've still got a lot of work to do. And that's a great way to start the job right there by Cameron Wise. Again, another young lady that's had really a great night again here this evening. Again, you've got to be clicking on all cylinders, not only one person, but everybody to win ball games, and especially in a game like this here tonight against such a tough opponent. We got Layla Lee, I believe, that recorded that block. She's had a sneaky good game here as well. Again, she's kind of, had her moments throughout the ball game here, coming up with big-time points. It's so important here for Layla and the Raiders to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. That's going to be blocked. Baker was right there. Not Cook, that was Summers. And that hit the antenna. So now the Tigers will have number 4, Kendall Parker, back to serve. And we also want to send another shout out there to the Wapahani Pep Band here this evening as Bayer will get called for the net violation. So Ashton Zitgraff back in here for Layla Lee. She'll be back to serve. But we do want to send a shout out again to Wapahani Pep Band being here tonight. Great to have them here again. They normally don't come out and play at the volleyball games. So it's a real treat to have them here this evening. Kind of, gets the crowd even that much more excited throughout the evening here. And again, with the music they do, and they're led there from Mr. Van Note, Kevin Van Note, wonderful man. And tell you what, he's been around here now for, I think, the better part of about 8 years or so now, if I remember correctly. We're pretty close to it. But he's been here for a while, and the band always sounds great, and so it's nice to have them here this evening, a real treat. So 5-1 start here for the Raiders. Again, Ashton Zitgraff still back here to serve. She's had another nice game here for herself as well, especially from behind the service line. And that one will be a kill for Taylor Steinfeld. So the Tigers get back on the board here now. Number 9, Kara Simpson, will return to the Alexandria rotation. And back to serve now. Baker, Bowden, Wise. Nice dig there from Dungan. Baker will lay out for it. That was a well-placed ball by, I think that was Parker that did that, of Alexandria. Again, reading the defense, seeing that there was no one anywhere close to the back corner here on the near side of the court. And that was just a well-executed ball, but another service error continues to be a thorn in the side here of Alexandria throughout the evening. Again, don't get me wrong, Wapahani's had their fair share as well. Not too many, though. Great hustle there from Zitgraff after the mistake there from Summers. Again, tough ball to get to. I mean, you really can't necessarily say it was a huge mistake or anything there by Summers. She tried to get to it, trying to make the best play possible, just didn't work out. It is what it is. So that was McCann back there to serve just a moment ago. Set crossbody attack there by Cameron Wise. Now Dungan after it. Cook hit it. Didn't give Bowden much of an opportunity. So again, throughout the evening here, again, some of our passing hasn't been necessarily all that bad, but we've had our moments where hasn't been the prettiest sight to be seen either. But again, that's the game of volleyball. You just got to go in stride with it. Limit the amount of mistakes as much as possible. You're going to have mistakes, but as I just said, limit that, and hopefully better play will prevail throughout the evening. Again, with Wapahani now a little bit here in the driver's seat, we can't lose focus as Cook able to smash that one down to the floor. 8-5 from the off of the kill there from Chloe Cook. We'll have Cadence Brewer again in here for Wapahani. We have Cameron Wise back to serve. Still a long way to go here in set number 4. It's been a great evening out here from Raider Gymnasium. Summers there with a dig. Great hustle there. Set on the Cook. And just out of bounds. Again, our junior varsity team, they keep on winning as well. They're now, I think, 15-4 on the season, if I remember correctly. So our JV team has really been playing well. And hopefully that just keeps going as well. We'll have a net violation on Alexandria. And the Tigers not in favor of that one. So Layla Lee back in for Wapahani. Macy Bowden back there to serve, handled by Remington. There's Bowden to Baker. And now Cook. Another one too strong. Really reaching back for that one. I don't think got everything all squared up. Gave it her best shot there, just unfortunately couldn't keep it in between the white lines. So we'll have Olivia Hall returning for Alexandria with Carly Remington back to serve. Cook with a close set there to the net from Bowden. Was able to still find the back corner. Great placement there from Cook, and now Gracie Stanley subs back in for Wapahani and will now be back to serve. 3-point Wapahani lead here in set number 4 of the evening. Again, after what has been a very busy week, I know for us here on the broadcast, this is our 4th night in a row. Obviously started Monday night. Summers, they're potentially trying to get that one to fall, but McCann had other ideas. Kept alive and out of bounds by Lee. But again, all started on Monday night. Ball game at home here against Daleville, in which Wapahani won that one. Then was out at the soccer field on Tuesday night, in which the old soccer team took on Yorktown. Then last night we was at Monroe Central, and then tonight here. So definitely been a busy week for us. But we wouldn't have it any other way. Doing what we love, and that's broadcasting Raider sports. So 11-8 now off the kill from Cadence Brewer just a moment ago. Baker back to serve. Also Wise in the ball game. Blocked again from Cameron Wise. Another young lady that's had a big impact on this game tonight. Handled by Steinfeld off the serve. Bayer on the attack. Stanley digs it out. And Hall had the ball right over the net right there and was, again, just able to execute it. Bad pass there from the Raiders. That led to that point. So now 12-9. Parker back to serve. Good job there by Bowden, getting very low to the ground and set that up nicely for Wise. Steinfeld now added and out of bounds on the attack. So 13-9 now. Zitgraf back in for Lee, and Ashton will be back to serve. See if Wapahani can rattle off some points here. It'd be nice to see us go on about at least a 4 or 5 point run. Start to put some more distance between us and the Tigers. That should have been 4 hits, and they'll make that call. Dungan there now. Parker sets it on the hall. Blocked again by Wise. Summers doing a good job there getting some loft onto that pass. Steinfeld out again. Zitgraf, Bowden, Summers. Again, the Tigers left that one exposed on the line. Well executed from Mallory Summers, as usual. And Bayer again picking up that she had an opportunity if was able to get that over the head there of Zitgraf to get that one to fall in, and that she did. Another crucial point there for Alexandria. Number 9, Simpson back there to serve. Zitgraf, Bowden, Wise. Another well-placed ball. Great job there from, again, Bowden with the setup, and then a cross-body attack by Cameron Wise to make it now a 16-10 game. Chloe Cook back in here for Wapahani. And Mallory Summers back to serve. And shanked off to the left side there by Bayer, but luckily they was able to get it over. Wise on the attack. Unloading on that one. Goodness. 17-10 Wapahani. And a timeout now taken by Alexandria. Again with Wapahani leading 17-10 here in set number 4 of the evening. Again, the Raiders with a 2-1 lead. We'll step aside here for a quick timeout, and we'll be back right after that.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All righty, welcome back here, folks. Again, following the timeout, it's Wapahani 17, Alexandria 10 here in set number 4 of the evening. Again, here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. So Mallory Summers out of timeout, back to serve. Handled by Bayer now. You see that was Duckworth on the attack. Cook on it there, blocked. Good job staying with it there defensively. And Parker set that up well there for, I think that was Chloe Cook that tipped that back over. It was too many bodies there in the way, so it was either Cook or Wise that recorded the kill. Again, here's the Raiders continue to expand this lead out. Again, this is exactly the run that I was talking about when Zitgraf was back there to serve a couple times ago. Bayer again will hit that one in the net. You know, you go on a long run here, start to put more pressure on Alexandria to have to fight to climb their way back into it. You know, I mean, you can only do so much as the Tigers again will take another timeout, and we'll stick right here with you. So, again, credit Wapahani here, understanding that, you know, they're going to have to get it together because this Alexandria team was not going anywhere by any means, but the Raiders have been able to tack on here and expand this lead a little bit further now, out to a 9-point advantage after a big third set win there. You know, it's kind of, as I said earlier, a little demoralizing there coming off of that second set loss. You know, we was there in the driver's seat, had, you know, great vibes going, confidence, and had a great opportunity to take that second set, and then things got away from us. So it was great to see us answer back there in the third set, get the win, and we've really started to, you know, be in more control here in this fourth set as well. Another point there that time by Macy Bowden. Tigers unable to pick up on that one. Parker sets it up to Remington. Baker, Bowden, Wise. Remington gets it back over again for the Tigers and using the left hand. And inbounds. Kind of a lollipop shot, if you will, by Wise. Just over everyone's head and then just drops it right in play. Isn't that nice how it works out sometimes? Obviously, if you're Alexandria, you're not too thrilled, but if you're a Wapahani fan, you're 4 points away from being even more excited here in this one here tonight. Remington gets it across here, free ball, Wise tips it over. Remington lays out for another one. Baker, now Bowden set to Cook. Look at the hustle from these ladies, and Tigers will get it over again. And Cook hammers it home. 22-10 Wapahani. Finish them off right here. You got 3 points to get. And this hit by Ashlyn Duckworth. Bad pass, Wise executes, and match point for Wapahani. 24-10. Mallory Summers back to serve. They're there off the reception. Deflected up in the air. Zitgraff, Bowden, Wise. Yes! And the Raiders will win it. In 4 sets tonight from Raider Gymnasium. 25-9, 24-6, or 24-26, 25-20, and 25-10. Your Raiders now improve to 15-1 on the year, folks. Big win here tonight against a very tough opponent in the Alexandria Tigers. We'll step aside here for a break. Again, we'll be back here. We have our Raiders Live post-game show to recap the ball game and talk about some upcoming ball games here for us on the WHS Network. So stick around. We'll be back with more right after this.
right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Jones Auto Body, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Your Wapahani Raiders here on the smiling side of the scoreboard again here this evening. And a tough one against the Alexandria Tigers in 4 sets tonight. Wapahani with a 25-9, 24-26, 25-20, 25-10. Again, 4-set victory this evening, now improving their record to 15-1 on the season, while the Alexandria Tigers fall to 15-6. And a tough matchup here for both teams, really getting after it, and I really love to see how Wapahani was able to come back after such a second set loss. Had a short memory, got back after set number 3, and it didn't start out exactly still the best, but we started getting the hang of things again and started getting back into the right mind frame, I think, was just the biggest thing. You know, we kind of steered away a little bit, started making some mistakes that, you know, we weren't making in the first set, and was able to get back to our winning ways, and luckily, you know, our passing started to come around. I think that was the thing that kind of hampered us at times, you know, and then that led to some hitting issues, but really for the most part, really solid job here this evening to come away with a win over such a top-tier team such as Alexandria, and a lot of respect there for those young ladies and that coaching staff over there for the Tigers. I'm sure we'll probably end up seeing them down the road. They're in our sectional, so it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if we end up seeing each other at some point in time. But that's a tough group over there. It was a very big win here for Wapahani. Again, just to keep getting after it and staying hungry and bringing that energy and intensity throughout the rest of that ball game, especially that 4th set. You know, went on a nice run that we really desperately needed, and was able to ride it all the way to a big victory here tonight over Alexandria. So again, we want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. Very, very thankful for each and every single one of you for watching us and listening to me broadcast throughout the evening here, and then not only that, but more importantly, is for supporting our volleyball team and even, you know, the soccer team. You know, when we do their ball games as well, each one of these kids are so important to us, and we want to make sure we're doing their games justice and giving them the recognition that they rightfully deserve. So just an honor and privilege to even be at a ball game. You know, with the times we're living in, it's crazy, but what a true joy it is to be able to be out here and to broadcast some ball games. So again, a big thanks to our Wapahani Pep Band for being here tonight. A ton of recognition to all those great guys and gals, and then to the ringleader of it all. I'll tell you what, the leader there, Kevin Van Note, top-notch guy, has that band, and even the choir. You know, he teaches choir out here too, but does such a great job with all the kids, and just a great person, like I said, to be around, and so I appreciate him and the band being here this evening. Again, we do want to send another shout out there if Mike Luce is listening here to us still. We talked a little bit about him there in the JV game, but he's recovering from back surgery. I think he had it today. But well wishes to you. We hope you get better, and we hope to see you back here at Raider Gymnasium sooner rather than later. And a big thanks to everyone again, all out there for watching us, all the sponsors. Jones Auto Body, Stoops Automotive Group, Buick and GMC Dealership, Next Home Elite Real Estate, Kenshaw Properties, East Jackson Auto Sales, FC Tucker, Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis, Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, and Care J. Wolf, DDS PC. We can't do anything we do without them, so very appreciative for them as well. So just a very thankful and appreciative group you got here in the WHS network. Very, very appreciative. So until Saturday, folks, again, your Raiders will be back at it in the Muncie Central Invitational starting at 9 a.m. Not sure if we'll be live for that or not. We will definitely try our very best. But when we find out more information, once we get there on Saturday morning, then we will be posting that on our Twitter and Facebook pages. So make sure and look for that. So until Saturday, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius, alongside cameraman Jordan Ed Beard McCoy, saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.